going to Disneyland Paris. Maybe it's your first time, maybe it's your 300th time, but it doesn't make it any less magical. So a big part of Disneyland Paris is the attractions. And which one should you get? Definitely when you're here in Disneyland Paris. We have made a top 10, so let's find out together. Hi, my name is Marieke from Magical Vacation Guide, and I am here to make your Disneyland Paris trip even more magical. We share all these tips and tricks for you, so it will enhance your holiday. In this video, we have made a top 10 attractions that you should definitely put on your to-do list. We have compared thrill rides, dark rides, everything, but we did not take in any shows. So we're purely gonna focus on the attractions. So which one do you think is gonna be on the number 1? Let's find out together, but we'll start with number 10. Let's start off our top 10 with the always iconic Peter Pan slide. Here in Fantasyland, you can find this iconic attraction popular among children and adults. We think that is one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful dark rides here in Disneyland Paris. My favorite scene is the one which you fly over London, where you can see all these little cars on the ground, and they're actually moving. That's one of my favorite scenes, and one thing I really love is that you actually fly. You take Captain Hook's ship and you fly over London, over the lands of Peter Pan, and enjoy his story with him. You can fly, you can fly. Our number 9 for the top attractions in Disneyland Paris is, of course, Star Tours. This attraction is just amazing. It's a simulation attraction where you actually feel like you're in the Star Wars theming and actually in the Star Wars stories. The story is you fly with Star Tours, the airlines invented by the franchise of Star Wars. And there's this mechanic who is not a captain, who doesn't know how to fly. And then suddenly Darth Vader comes and he thinks that one of them is a spy. One of your flight is a spy. And Darth Vader tries to catch them, and the mechanic is like, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna fly away and we're gonna see Princess Leia, Yoda, or someone on the good side. And that is the story. You go through all these worlds where you actually feel like you're flying. You're going from left to right and back and forth. And it's amazing. It actually feels like you're flying into one of those airplanes. If you were here, it's a hidden. The first thing you probably notice when you're in Discoveryland is Hyperspace Mountain. But just go a little bit to the back, and then you find this hidden gem, Star Tours. Our number 8 is Crush Coaster. It is probably the attraction with the longest waiting line, and that has a couple of reasons. First of all, capacity is not great. Second of all, it is a really fun ride. It's a thrill ride. So you're in this roller coaster. The first thing you're gonna do is go outside. That is what you know. Whenever you walk by, you see all these cars go walk outside. That's the first part. And then you have like this red roller coaster kind of thing where you go round and round and round while you're doing all these roller coasters with these sharp curves inside this building. It's very popular. If you want to do this and you don't want to wait too long, come here in extra magic time and just get in line right away when the park opens at 8:30. Otherwise, you'll probably wait at least an hour for this ride. If you want to get extra magic time, it's not for everyone, it's for special guests. It is for the guests who have booked a Disney hotel or have an annual pass. If you want to know more about extra magic time, make sure to watch this video. Our number 7 is also found in the world of Pixar and Walt Disney Studios, which is Ratatouille. Maybe you think it should be higher placed, but we have a lot of good attractions to come. But honestly, this one deserves a spot in our top 10. Ratatouille is a great ride. It's a great attraction with a very special mechanism. It is a trackless ride which will zoof you all over the ride, attraction, and through the story of Remy, the rat whose dream it is to cook. Capacity of this ride is fairly good. You don't have to wait a very long most of the time. When it's on its peak, maybe you'll have to wait an hour, but if you're going a little bit later on the day, in the evening, you probably won't have to wait any longer than 15 or even 10 minutes. So go a little bit later on the day. And Place de Remy, here, this whole Place de Remy is an attraction on its own. There are amazing details where you can find rats into the architecture here in the fountain. On top of the fountain you can find a Remy. And of course an amazing restaurant, Bistro Chez Remy, where you can get amazing French cuisine. But those are just the detail and a little bit of extra context because it's about Ratatouille. The ride is so good, they have now created it in Epcot in the French Pavilion. Our number 6 is the Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast attraction here in Discoveryland. It is the perfect attraction if you feel a little bit competitive and you want to beat your friends and family with this ultimate laser game. Here you go into the ride in cars of 2 persons and then you have to defeat the other person like boom, boom, boom. You have to hit those targets to get the highest score. So how do you get the highest score? We have made a video on that, so go ahead, check that out, and we give you the ins and outs of getting a high score. And with that video, actually Mark scored over 1 million points. So definitely go check that out. And our number 5 is always iconic, Phantom Manor. I think I've said with every attraction so far they're iconic, but honestly, can you? I mean, everything is iconic. So Phantom Manor is an iconic attraction. It is a haunted house. It's a dark ride where you go through the story. The story is that a bride is cursed, or actually the husbands-to-be are cursed. So every husband-to-be, every fiance of the bride is being murdered by death. I know it's kind of sinister, but honestly, what can you expect from a haunted mansion? Here you can meet every friendly ghost and not so friendly ghost. The first part of the attraction is a little bit scary, but it's a haunted mansion, and the second part is a little bit more lively with a lot of friendly ghosts. It is definitely worth your while visiting in the night. It has a little bit of more feel. And did you know, fun fact, when the waiting line is between 10 or 50 minutes, it's never 10 or 50 minutes, it's always 30 minutes. Our number 4 is Pirates of the Caribbean. Pirates of the Caribbean is a dark ride here in Adventureland. Here you go through the story of Pirates of the Caribbean. And a fun fact, most attractions in Disneyland Paris are based on a story or a movie. But with Pirates of the Caribbean, it was the other way around. The attraction was there before the movie. The attraction actually inspired the movie. How can so many iconic movies with Johnny Depp leading have only originated from this attraction? Well, actually it was the attraction in the United States, but still, here in Pirates of the Caribbean, you can also see Jack Sparrow, and he actually looks like Johnny Depp as Jack Sparrow. They're looking for him, but they can't find it. But can you find Jack Sparrow? Let us know down in the comments, and enjoy Pirates of the Caribbean. Before we dive into our top 3, we want to give you some honorable mentions that did not make the list. For example, in Discoveryland, you have Autopia and Orbitron. In Hollywood Studios, you have the parachutes. In Fantasyland, you have Pinocchio and Dumbo's Flight. And in Walt Disney Studios, you also have Cars. No, not Cars. Cars is the worst attraction ever, not you. So here are a couple of our honorable mentions. I cannot remember them all because they're really good, except for Cars. That's horrible. You never should have done that. So now let's get on to our top 3. Still not you, you're horrible. Diving into our top 3, Our number 2 is Hyperspace Mountain. Hyperspace Mountain is a launching dopamine shot roller coaster, which is awesome. It has a lot of intervals, loopings, and it has a lot of screwdrivers, and it's in Star Wars theme. The original story was the story of Jules Verne, where he was being shot right to the moon. That is where the launching theme element is coming from. It is a true dopamine shot. You get so much adrenaline, and the theming of the Star Wars is so cool. Our number 2 in our top 10 attractions is, as you can see behind me, Spider-Man's Web Slingers. If you're like in a competitive mood, you should definitely try out Web Slingers. Since it has been open, it is the most popular attraction in Adventure Campus and one of the most popular attractions here in Walt Disney Studios, and that is with a reason. It is so competitive and it is so much fun. We also have a competitive ride also in this top 10, Buzz Lightyear, and the reason why we think Spider-Man Web Slingers deserves a little bit of a higher spot is mostly because of the theming. The theming of not only the ride but also the queue is amazing. Well, first they have somehow pulled off to make Tom Holland come to do the pre-show, and he does amazingly beautifully. But also, it really feels like you're in that open house and hell broke loose with all these spiders that are multiplying. For example, when you walk out of the pre-show up to the attraction, you actually see the spider bots all over in the vents. The details and the theming is just amazing. And what I like about it as well is that with Buzz Lightyear, it's mostly about accuracy. If you're not really accurate like I am, but you are crazy like I am, you're like poof, 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 you can get a really high score. So it's not about accuracy, it's about motivation. So that is why Spider-Man Web Slingers deserves a place 2 in our top 10. And our number 1 is, drumroll, which one you did not expect? Big Thunder Mountain. It is the most unique ride here in Disneyland Paris. It's a thrill ride roller coaster. And what is so unique about this attraction is that the actual attraction, the mountain where the magic happens, is surrounded by a lake. And how do you get to that mountain? You go underneath the lake. Yes, you go underneath. And it goes fast and it goes high without you even feeling that it's going that fast. And it's for all ages. If you don't have to even be that tall as a child to go into Big Thunder Mountain. It's actually the wildest ride of the wilderness. And the theming is amazing. Did you know that in the queue, they use actual props they found in the mine? They do. So that's the closing of our top 10. Big Thunder is our winner. Did you expect anything less? It is the most unique attraction. Nothing has ever seen like it in the world. But honestly, all the attractions are amazing. Except for Cars attraction. They really shouldn't have done that. But everyone on this list and the honorable mentions are just amazing, and they will upgrade your trip. Definitely. Do you want to get more tips and tricks on how to make your most magical vacation? Make sure to subscribe to our channel and you will always be notified when we upload a new video, and you would make our day. We love to make videos for you. But for now, I want to say thank you so much for watching. We really hope you enjoyed our video. Give a thumbs up, and we hope to see you in another video. Bye.